What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be starting a new series today, Offseason Chronicles. So this is going to be volume 1. And today is, so Saturday I just hit my week 4 primary SBD. And today I'm going to be hitting my week 4 secondary squat and deadlift. So may or may not be a little bit taxed from the primary. I feel fine, so might be a good session. But the week 4 prime, so usually I have my training week starts on Saturday, right? So usually on the week 4 I'll have my heaviest lifts on the week 4, and then on the week 4 primary on Saturday, right? And then following that, usually the rest of the week is kind of a deload, so it's like a back end deload. But this block, my coach decided to have me push on the secondaries as well. So today's going to be a heavy day as well, so it's going to be interesting. I am in pause jail, so we're gonna push those pauses and see what we can get out of them. So I'm looking forward to it. Last week I did have a little bit of a harder session, so might not have like a ton of leeway there, but we'll see. I'm gonna push it. I want to. My main goal today is to. My buddy Trent, he just totaled 635 kilos on his primary, and I want to out total him on my secondaries. So I hit 315 for my bench secondary yesterday for a triple, and so today I'm going to try and hit just the right numbers on squat and deadlift so that I can out total him on these secondary lifts. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get onto the bar. And just for reference for my folks on this side of the pond, 635 kilos is right at 1,400 pounds. So that'll be a really cool total to hit too on my secondaries. And because I'm kind of aiming for that 1,400 pound total, I'm going to be using this Hanzu. It's a special edition Independence Day power bar, so it's in pounds. I'm going to be using pound plates as well to get that 1,400 pound total. And just by the way, the Hanzu Power Black Friday sale is still going on through November 30th. So if you buy a combo rack, you can get one of these power bars for free along with it. So hop on that now, use my code NRG for an additional 10% off. And I'll leave the link for that in the description. And Thanksgiving is also coming up too, so another American holiday right there. So even more of a reason to use the American digits today. Really trying to keep these pauses strict so that I can get the most out of them leading into, you know, just my squat getting better in general. So I'm gonna keep these nice and honest. Do my best to do so anyways. Almost forgot. Because I've been having some issues with my elbows coming up a little bit out of the hole and like the bar rolling forward on my back, my coach told me to start like tempoing like my first few warm-ups. So I'm gonna do that today along with pausing them. Yeah, that definitely feels like it's helping. For my secondaries, I'm back to wearing soft sleeves. These are since I'm not in meet prep anymore, and you know I don't need like that immediate like strength, like load exposure going into the primaries. We're kind of just doing more like hypertrophy and technique work. So the soft sleeves I think will be a little bit better. And these are the next level. They're called the standard sleeves. They're the next level like soft sleeve versions. And they're really nice. I really like the material on them. They're yeah, easy to get on and off. So if you're interested in those, next level link is also in the description. And again, you can use my code ENERGY for 10% off. So last week I did 518, and it's a pause set of 5. So I did 518 and I kept the pauses pretty strict, but it was hard. Like it was a solid 8 or 9. So I don't know what we're gonna do today, but I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna dig deep, see what I can get. Hopefully I can get some spotters in here soon. Otherwise it's gonna be do or die. Body weight was pretty light this morning, even though I did a pretty heavy carb load. Again, I almost got like 500 grams of carbs, and I only weighed at like 201.4. I also had like close to 10,000 milligrams of sodium, which is too much, but it was because I actually kind of got a little bit sick after that SPD session on Saturday. So I've been having like some chicken broth, and yeah, it's really been adding to my sodium. So, but the fact that I had all that and I still weighed at like 201 is pretty insane. Yeah, feeling decent. All right, probably my last warm up right here. 495, 5 big boy American plates. Come on, baby, let's go. I don't know. All right, we're full sending it. Woo, I'm nervous. All right, top set, 545 for a pause set of 5. Come on. Yeah! Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Yeah. It's a lot better than last week. All right, so that was pretty excellent. Definitely happy with how it moved and felt. Pauses definitely could have been cleaner, but I mean, I'll take it. Coach blessed me on my back downs today. I only have one back down set at 435, so I'll have a little bit more energy for pulls, hopefully. So 545, if I can match that on pulls, then I'll total 1405, which will be just over what Trent totaled with his primaries. So that's the goal. All right, so one back down set of 7 high bar. Let's get it. Good thing I only have one set of that. Whew. All right, so again, really happy with squats. Moved really well. Felt like I had a really good groove. Yeah, again, like pauses could have been a little bit better. But other than that, man, I mean, I can't really complain, especially because like 518 was like way harder last week, and this was a good, you know, 20, 25 pounds heavier than that. So yeah, I'll take it, man. But on to deads. I'm gonna fuel up, I'm gonna have a banana, finish the rest of my pre-workout and Powerade. So hopefully I should have a good amount of energy going into pulls. And I'm gonna be working up to a top set of 3. And like I said, just to hit that 1405 total, I'm gonna try and match the same weight that I did on squat. So I'll see you guys there. All right, so it took a good amount of rest time, had that banana, still working on my pre-workout and my Powerade, but I'm gonna keep sipping on that in between these warm-up sets. So let's get to it. Interestingly enough, I feel like it's easier for me to hold a pause on deadlifts than it is on squat. So I don't know why that is, but All right, last warm up, 495. Let's get it. I'll get a little boost today. If you want to get a little bit closer to the floor, what you can do, especially if you have like avances, take the sole out. Probably doesn't make much of a difference, but not bad. All right, 545, pause set at 3. Let's get it. Come on. Nice. Yeah, what's your max strength? Yeah, so that was even better than squat, honestly. That was definitely like a solid RP 8, which is what was prescribed. That was prescribed for both squat and deadlift. It's funny, this whole block, every week, I've done the exact same weight on squat and deadlift for the secondary. So I got a beltless back down set of 5 at 465, and then I think 1 set of RDLs. This bar is really nice, by the way. I really like the knurling on it. It's like not too sharp, but also very grippy. And yeah, I had really good grip on it, so I would highly recommend it. So yeah, 1405 pounds on the secondary, which is like, if I did the math, it's like 637 kilos or something like that. But yeah, that's spectacular, especially with, you know, having paused reps on squat and deadlift and a triple on bench. So very happy with that. Very good takeaways from this first block post meet. All right, so like I said, set of 5 beltless, should be pretty easy. Boy, was I wrong about that. That was hard. Damn. And so now onto the RDLs. So I have the same intensity as next week, but like theoretically, my strength threshold is going to be higher this week. So I should still like be able to go up a little bit in weight. So I took 386 last week, and so this week I'm just going to do 405. And usually on my RDLs, I throw my straps on, but I've really been working hard on my grip this past block, so I started doing the RDLs without straps, and it's been feeling fine. I thought I wouldn't get as much like of a, you know, kind of symmetrical hypertrophy benefit that way, but honestly they felt great, so I think I'm gonna keep doing that. All right, last deadlift set of the block. Let's end this on a good note. Ooh, I'll do it. All right, so on to accessories. We've got it's all leg stuff today. I mean, which makes sense because I had squat and deadlift, and it's not a back end deload, but more of like, I guess you could say a back end taper, because the intensity is still high, but there's less sets. So I have like basically like, instead of like most accessories, I'll have 3 sets. Today I just have 2 sets on everything. So I can still push it a little bit, but we're not going to go too crazy with the volume. And recently my knee has been feeling loads better, and my joints. And honestly, I think it's just been kind of a mixture of, number one, I'm not in knee prep anymore. So like loads, tonnage, just not nearly as high, which I think has definitely played a part. But I think honestly, the main thing is I've really just been focusing on getting steps in every day, getting movement, as well as just really focusing on the movements that I'm exposing myself to when I'm doing accessories. So me and my coach have kind of worked around some stuff. There isn't really any good, like leg press is perfect for me because it's like a good pressing movement that can get me some pop on my squats, but there's not really any good leg presses either of the gyms I go to, unfortunately. Like the one here, like I just can't get deep enough with it. The stoppers are too high. And the one at Iron Core, like I guess I can get deep, but there's no handle to like hold myself down into it. So I really can't, like, I don't know, it just doesn't work well. But at Iron Core, I can use a pendulum squat. The pendulum squat there is really, really good. So when I'm at Iron Core, I use a pendulum squat. And when I'm here, I use this thing, which I'll show you guys in a second, which is called the hip press. And it's like pretty similar to, it's kind of like just a horizontal leg press, but the way it maneuvers is like a little bit different. But it's been really good. Like I can get a deep stretch and it's been less taxing on my knee. So like I don't have nearly as much knee flexion with it. So it's been working really well. So I've strayed away from doing the belt squat and like hack squat here. And yeah, now I'm just doing the hip press. So I'll show you guys that. So on this, I have a 2x12 at RP8. So get some decent amount of volume in. And this machine is a little bit weird. Like there's not really any good intentional handles on it, but there's just bar here that we all press into and it kind of keeps you in place. Yeah, that is perfect. I think I'm gonna stay there. Wait, load wise though. All right, last set. All right, we got a 2x15 on leg curls now. Easy enough. Just to show you guys this real quick, this actually turns into a leg extension machine. This thing's pretty cool. Basically turn this up and then pull this thing out and then you can lower that. Pretty nifty machine. I always appreciate any plate loaded accessory machine. All right, last set. I think I'll do one more. I expected that to be harder. Done with accessories now, so I'm just gonna roll out and head home. Overall, very, very good session. Good end to the secondaries for this block. Yeah, it's fun. Been fun pushing them. I'm looking forward to seeing what my coach Peter gives me next block. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. And I'll see you guys for the next video.